How is it going, everybody? My name is Copyright and welcome to another exciting video. Today we are gonna play not Ors of Angels, not anything else, but just Azorius Angels of Innistrad. That's what I called it. Definitely not the top tier that maybe Ors of Angels are providing, but I think this color combination of blue and white gives you so much more possibility, so much more fun, definitely in the ladder, that I thought will be valuable or also important to mention this archetypes, because I barely saw it. I think I played maybe once against Azorius Angels, and Azorius can provide you with a lot of things, right? If you go from the color black to color blue, in blue we have a lot of different spells that maybe give you some advantage, especially in the current meta. Up front, I want to tell you this deck performs, I played already maybe like 10 or 12 games, performs on average, literally average. You will definitely have a win rate around 50%, maybe a little bit higher, slightly higher, depends what people are currently playing, against what you're playing and how you decide to keep your starting hand. This deck has a lot of possibilities, especially at the beginning. If you know what, or if you have a feeling what you're playing against it, you can literally adjust against it. I play against a lot of mono red burn, this deck where this creature 0/3 where you can tap it and damage and so on. So I usually tend to like keep more life gain hand than anything else, but also I played a little bit against Easit, a little bit against mono black control and other stuffs. There is of course the decision making really much different. You should keep much different hands. Anyway, before we break down the deck now, guys, if you enjoy my decks, if you enjoy my video, please support the channel by subscribing to my channel and also click the like button on the video. It means me a lot. It means that a lot of people will, or much more people will gonna see my videos. This is how YouTube works, sadly. Otherwise, I will not ask you. I will just make my things because I enjoy playing Magic. Sometimes, more often than not. But yeah, this is why it's important. If you are on this platform, you always need to follow the rules of the platform, and this is basically it. As sooner as you click the like button, as sooner as you subscribe, as faster the algorithm from YouTube thinks, hey, this guy doing something right, and try to recommend this video to other people who may be also interested in Magic. Anyway, let's break down the deck. Let's check it out, and up front I want to separate the double land spells because there are a lot of them. We are going to look first in our mana base. You see maybe we have an 19 lands count, but an average from 3.1, and this is crazy. Like 3.1, you actually run 25 to maybe 26 lands, but this is why I said I want to up front first separate our dual lands that we have in our deck available, and you will see that this is actually a lot. So here alone, as I said, we have 19 basic lands or 3 pathways. Let's check the lands first, right? If we are here right now. So we have 3 pathways, one of the Desert Beach. Why? Because I have only one. I would love to have all 4 of them. If you have it, definitely add it. If not, if you don't have pathway, if you don't have beach, definitely add the snow dual lands or other dual lands if they are available for you, as more dual lands as possible, because we will gonna need it in the end game, definitely. Then we have 2 of our Emeria's Call, just a great dual land. I think 4 is not necessary, because more often than not, if you have it in the opening hand, it will hurt yourself to play them. 2 is a good number to draw them in the late game, and you basically need it in the late game because for altogether 7 mana you can cast this as a sorcery, and you create 2 4/4 Angel Warrior creature tokens, and non-angel creatures in your deck or on the board that you control gain indestructible until your next turn. So this is a pretty good card. Provides you with 8 power and toughness on the board, plus make some stuff indestructible. Maybe can help you with some let's say defensive plays that you maybe need. Then we have 4 of Jwari Disruptions. I just like this card. I love this card. If I play blue, I always try to put this card in because it's such a satisfaction. I don't know why, but this is a satisfaction for me if you counter a huge spell with a 2 mana counter that actually is a land. And also provides us land advantage. If we need to drop our lands, if we need to hit our land drops, we can play it as a land. And then we have 3 of Sejiri Shelter. Again, a great protection because right now spot removal is really common with really much cheap spot removal and also interaction with the board like divide by 0 and all these stuffs. I think Sejiri Shelter is in a great spot in current meta just to give you protection against some color and maybe sometimes can win you a game. Actually, if you see, we have here Angel of Destiny or other big angel creatures that maybe just need to connect once to win the game, and Sejiri Shelter can provide this sort of ability to give the creature protection against a color that maybe is able to block you, but if you give here protection, you can just go in and maybe win the game. So yeah, here altogether 9 non-basic lands, let's say. Is it 9? Yeah, it's 9. 9 non-basic lands, so altogether we would have 28 lands in this deck. So these 19 lands, not really, representation to the thing. Let's put them back again, so that you have the overview. Then let's check out, start from the beginning here. Veteran, Lunarch Veteran. I first played 3 of them. And later on, I realized that he is such a good, in general, creature because you play him early, you can put some counter with our Luminarch Aspirant, and I said everything you have in white, you should play this card because it's just amazing. If it's don't give you value every turn, it will at least take out the removal spell from opponent. So him on 1 and her on 2 is like a great start. Also, our another 2-drop, the Suspicious Stowaway, is also really important creature in our deck, but also a great opening. So any of our 2-drop will be amazing in the starting hand. Then another 1-drop that we have is the Concerned Defense. You see it maybe more often in the party decks because this is basically a 1 mana counter spell that counters non-creature spells unless the opponent pays 1 and then an additional 1 for each creature in your party. So I know we are not a pure party deck, but just hear me out. Look, we have here Cleric, right? This is one creature type of a party. We have here a Cleric. This is another, also a creature of the party, the same creature type. Then we have here a Rogue. Rogue is also another creature type of the party. Then we have here a Wizard. That is also another creature type of a party. And we have our Angel, Legion Angel, that is a warrior. That is also another type of a creature party. So theoretically, if you're a little bit lucky, you can even assemble a full party. The only benefits that we have is our Linvala, obviously. If you have the full party, you can target something and this permanent cannot attack or block until your next turn. So, to be honest, it never came up in my games, and as I said, I play maybe around 10 to 11 games, but this never came up, but it could came up. Maybe in your games, maybe if you adjust some stuff, it will be really, really cool. But this is why Concerned Defense is often not only 1+1, it's often 1+2 or 1+3. So it happens a lot. It happens a lot. You will see it in the gameplay. I have Concerned Defense countering Chariots. I have Concerned Defense because it's just a 1 mana, right? I have Concerned Defense countering the what is the Planeswalker of Valky, like the opposite. You know, the 7 mana Planeswalker. I have him countered, right? So this is an amazing possibility, and also adds to our counter spells, because altogether with our Jwari and our Concerned Defense, we have 7 counter spells. Even if we are not pure counter spells, we are more like a life gain angel deck, but with 7 counter spells that give us a lot of possibilities. Then about the 2-drops, we talked already. By the way, Suspicious Stowaway, great possibility if you have up your Concerned Defense or Jwari. You can play just Stowaway Next turn you play nothing, you just make your land drop, maybe you play something tapped like a Sejiri Shelter or Emeria's Call, or maybe if you have multiple Jwari, you play a Jwari, you keep 2 mana up with the Stormway, he transforms to a werewolf, he's not a rook anymore, but he's a 2/1 that cannot be blocked, and if he deals damage to an opponent, you draw a card. In the first mode where he's a rogue, you need to connect with the opponent, you draw a card, but you need to discard a card. Here, as soon as he's transformed in the werewolf, you just draw cards, and it won me literally some games. I'm not sure if it will be in the or if it is in the gameplay, but I mean, you know this card, maybe you played against it, maybe you play with it, and you know how powerful it can be if it could be as soon as it transformed to the werewolf. Yeah, this is something to look out for, so just keep in mind if you played him on 2 and you have some counter spells open on or some other interactions, just keep him, don't play anything on 3, and then transform him, play on your turn 4, play powerful spells, play maybe your Valkyrie, this is our 3-drop, the first 3-drop we are going to talk about, and if you play her on 4, you have 1 blue mana open for Concerned Defense, you can automatically protect her, right? Because everybody wants to remove her. She's just a pure value card. What she does, if people don't know it, she's a 2/4 flying angel, of course, because we are an angel deck. And whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to the creature's toughness. So if you have 1 Valkyrie on the board, each time you play Aspirant, Veteran, Legion Angel, Linvala, our Angel of Destiny, any angel, any cleric, also anything of here, you gain life. You gain life equal to the toughness. And then the second one is basically the finisher of the game. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. And this effect multiplies. If you have 2 Valkyries, so all the creatures will get 2 times +2/+2, so everybody has +4/+4. Also easy reachable. Arena loves this card. Arena gives you often 1 or 2, at least in your first few draws or even in the starting hand. So if you have it, just amazing. I recommend play it on turn 4, because if you have Concerned Defense open, play her on turn 4. Otherwise, if you have nothing else to protect or to play, like Sejiri Shelter or Concerned Defense or anything else, just play her on 3. She will maybe most likely eat a removal, but at least something else, let's say, can survive because she ate a removal. Then another 3-drop is our Linvala, Shield of the Seagate. Also an amazing creature, and she has a really cool synergy but also interaction. I'm not sure if it's in a gameplay, maybe in some of it, but basically, who doesn't know, this is a 3/3 angel for 3, so along the stats are really good. Angel Wizard, good for our counter spells, but what she says is if you have a full party, you can target a permanent, and this permanent and non-permanent cannot block or attack, and the abilities cannot be activated until your next turn. As I said, come not often up, but if it came up, definitely something cool maybe. But what she's great at, and this is really important part, she can protect your creatures. Why? Because you can sacrifice her, you can sacrifice Linvala, maybe you read it here on the bottom, I cannot point it because as soon as I go away, you don't show it. But anyway, sacrifice Linvala, choose one of 2 modes, if you want to get hexproof or if you want to get indestructible. And all other creatures get this ability that you chose until end of turn. So here is the synergy. We take Linvala, and we have our here the removal spell, the only removal spell actually in this deck. This is the Vanquish the Horde. Really interesting card came out with Innistrad. A lot of people said like, wow, this is like a broken removal or something. At the end, nobody plays it except me because I have 2 of them. I had 1, I crafted 1 because I needed it for another deck. And this is basically a sweeper that says this spell costs 1 less for each creature on the battlefield. Pay attention here, not each creature that you control, but any creature. So if you play against mono white and they're like, I don't know, exploding on turn 3 and have like 4 creatures on the board, this is suddenly a 4 mana removal, right? So it's turn 3, they have 4 creatures, they maybe connect and then deal some damage. Next turn you untap for 4, you delete everything. But it gets better, because you are also playing a lot of cheap creatures, and this is where the Luminarch Veteran helped me why I went from 3 to 4. You have turn 1 creature, you have turn 2 creature, right? You have turn 3 something, let's say Linvala, because she is a combo piece. You have turn 3 Linvala, opponent also plays a lot. You can maybe trade for something, you can maybe just, let's say, pretend that you will trade, so opponent don't attack, because sometimes if opponent themselves have the Luminarch Aspirant, they will not attack with it. They will not attack just because you have also creatures that can trade with it. So they stay back, they maybe attack you for, I don't know, 4 or 5. Let it happen, let it happen. Next turn, with Linvala, you untap, you have Vanishing Horde. It's turn 4. You play Vanishing Horde for 2. So because your opponent has 3 creatures, you have 3 creatures. This spell costs just 2. What you do then, you need to keep it in mind. You sacrifice Linvala. Vanishing Horde will cost 1 more because you lose a creature, right? So it will cost 3. It's okay, you're still on turn 4. You should have 3 mana open. So you sacrifice Linvala. The sacrifice ability doesn't cost any mana. You sacrifice Linvala, say Indestructible. You protect basically all your creatures you played before. Play Vanishing Horde, delete the whole board, it's a one-sided board wipe, and after that, go in for damage. You just literally one-sided board wipe your opponent, and more often than not, as soon as it come up, I had 2 games. So out of these 10, I had 2 games where this situation came up. Opponent scoops. Because it was one time, I think, the mono-white opponent, and one time a mono-green opponent. They just swarmed the board with Chariot, with everything, and remember it. And I had Linvala, they attacked with Chariot, create another token, whatever happened there. And then I, Linvala, Indestructible, sweep everything. Opponent had only 1 card left. I think it was something like a Snake's Whale or something. I sweep the whole board, go in for, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, not even much, but it doesn't matter, because the opponent, until he recovers, if you have Luminarch Aspirant, she runs away with the game. So this is just an amazing combo here in general, this Linvala with Vanishing the Horde, because Vanishing the Horde gets so cheap when you play creatures, and Linvala can give your creatures indestructible. It's basically a one-sided board wipe. Yeah, let's check our 3-drop. The last one is the Raven's Warning, an enchantment that maybe not a lot of people know and play. Came out with Kaldheim, and basically it's also a little bit life gain synergy, because a lot of people forget that you gain some life. Me personally, I forgot that it got life, and almost lost a game because of it, or not almost, I didn't account the damage or the income of life gain that I had, because I have Valkyrie on the board and I had 25 life. And then I didn't know what I should play, and then at the end I played Raven's Warning, because in the first chapter it says you create a 1/1 blue creature token with flying, and for me it was over, right? Like you play 3 mana, an enchantment where you get a 1/1 block, a blue bird token, but no, you gain also 2 life. And this was for me like, thank you. And then suddenly all my creatures get +2/+2, and suddenly it's this Ravens, this bird creature token that you create a 1/1 is suddenly a 3/3. So you have there some possibilities, definitely also with life gain. Then the second mode says whenever 1 or more creatures you control with flying deals combat damage to a player this turn, look at that player's hand and draw a card. So you gonna get a peek into the hand of the opponent. You know if he has a sweeper, you know if he has a counter spell, you know whatever he has. You draw 1 card, just 1 flying creature needs to connect, and if you see we have maybe Luminarch Veteran with his Disturb site, where he is a 1/1 or she a 1/1 Spirit Cleric with flying, or maybe you have your Valkyrie, or maybe you have your Legion Angel or Linvala. Almost all our other creatures except of our 2-drops can be flyers or are flyers, right? And also the bird that you create is a flyer. So you connect with one of them, check what opponent has, draw a card. And on the third chapter, and this is what made this card for me so interesting, this is why I put 2 of them in, you may put a card you own from outside of the game on top of your library. And here we go to our sideboard, and here we have Curse of Silence, good against the easy turns and easy dragons. Test of Talent, again good against the easy turn, easy dragons. Legion Angels, mostly because we have Legion Angel, but if you play against mill deck or if you play against a counter spell and they counter, let's say one or two of both of your Legion Angel, you still can put one of them on top of your deck, play him, and draw another one from your sideboard. Then we have Epiphany, of course, because it's just overpowered spell that you can have, and if the game is stalling and going nowhere, you just play Epiphany, you have 2 extra turns. And then we have Overflowing Insight. Every one of you should have it. This is an arena exclusive card. It's a sorcery that lets you draw 7 cards for 7 mana. So usually you use it in the late game, right? If you play this even on curve on tree, but I never recommend it to you to play it on tree. But even if you will play it on tree until you reach turn 4, like 4 turns after when you draw this card, you will be on your 7th mana, right? If you play consistently every turn a mana. So on 3 you put a card on top of your library, and on 4 you draw this card. So you will draw your Insight and then you can refill your hand, for example. So this is so far the sideboard, and this is literally just for Raven's Warning and of course for our Legion Angel. Yeah, then the spells that I maybe didn't talk so much about is one time or two Teferis who slow the sunset. I think in this deck he has some synergy. If you place against control, for them it's difficult to remove him, it's first. Second, the blockers that they provide, they always need to keep at least 2, because on his +1 he can tap stuff or untap your stuff, and also you gain life, so there is also life synergy, and there is +1, you see maybe you gain 2 life, so again you get some life synergy. This is why we don't run so much removals. Our only removal is the Vanquish the Horde. Everything else, if we play against aggressive decks, we are relying on our life gain, so we gain more life than the opponent can drain us or the opponent can take us down. Yeah, Teferi on turn 2, he literally just draw a card. Interesting to see here, important maybe for you also to know, is that -2 you can make twice in a row. So you don't need -2 +1 -2. Of course, if you can do it, if you want to keep the Teferi alive, but usually if you just want a card advantage, you -2, look at the first 3 cards, take one of them, then you again -2, again look at the first 3 cards, take one of them, and this can maybe establish some combo pieces, because we have an alternative win-con, and the alternative win-con is our Angel of Destiny. Who doesn't know what alternative win-con is usually the game, normal Magic game ends when the opponent has 0 life, right? But there are alternative win-cons, then can you give alternative ways to win, and Angel of Destiny is one of it. It's a 5 mana 2/6 double striked flying angel cleric, so we again gain life from our Valkyrie, and it's 6 life. And then he says, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life as much damage you did, right? So you basically you do no damage to the opponent because you damage him and you heal him, but you heal yourself for more, right? So you gain more life. And then it says, at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, and then best of 1 is 20 life, so you need to have 35, each player, Angel of Destiny, attack this turn, loses the game. So important here to know that if you play Angel of Destiny on 5, then you go in on with your creatures and you have, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 life, you don't win the game because Angel of Destiny needs to attack them. He doesn't need to connect, he doesn't need to deal damage, but he needs to attack. So opponent has actually like a turn time to react to Angel of Destiny, to somehow kill it or to somehow to interact or board wipe it. This is why it's important to know he needs to attack. It's not enough if just some creatures attack, he needs to attack, but he doesn't need to connect. So if opponent has some chump blockers for Angel of Destiny, it doesn't matter. As long as he attacked, it already count, and you have more than 35 life. Then the last creature we are going to talk about is the Enduring Angel. It's more or less an experiment in this deck. You can easily swap it out, easily. In these 10 to 12 games that I played, I never had a game where any ability of this angel came up or any like help come from the angel. I played him maybe I think in 3 or 4 games, and usually just come down as a 5 mana 3/3 with a double strike creature. The hexproof can come up sometimes I think against mill decks, but I never drew her against mill decks because they cannot target you anymore. Because at the most mill cards, I think almost all of them says target opponent mills 3 cards, for example, like the crap, right? Target opponent mills 3 cards, or target opponent or discard or mill that many cards from a target opponent. So as soon as it says target opponent, it cannot target you because you have hexproof with this card. But as I said, it's more than like an experiment that I put in. You can easily switch it out against something else. You can maybe put 4 of Angel of Destiny and have more alternative incon against it. But I decided to try it out because I have 2 of them. I opened them in packs and I thought it's an Angel. Why not? I can try it. I ran, I think, like 8 games with her because at the beginning I had 4 of Angel of Destiny, and then I thought maybe something else on turn 5. So I put her too. And she didn't make a huge impact. She didn't change the deck a lot. The deck shines definitely because of the life gain and because of the synergy between different cards. None more. Well, so she didn't make a big difference. Yeah, this is so far for the deck, guys. As I said, this is not a tier 2 deck. This is maybe a tier 3 deck. You will definitely have your 50% win rate about it, but this is really, really much fun. You will see it in a gameplay. I had a lot of fun with this deck. I hope you will too if you build this deck or you have some wildcards for it. And as I said, some cards are easy exchangeable. For example, Lunarch Veteran, you can exchange maybe against this 1/1 with first strike that also has Disturb for 4 where he comes back. So there you can maybe change something. Raven's Warning you can change maybe against something else. Linvala is inexchangeable. Valkyrie is inexchangeable. Aspirant is amazing. The Rook is also really, really good. But as I said, maybe you can experiment. Maybe I give you some ideas. Maybe some ideas for some synergies that you can accomplish with this deck. But yeah, in general, I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed to play it, and I didn't G-ranked. I also didn't climb a lot. I stayed somewhere in the middle where I started, right? But I had a great time. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in gameplay, it will come up now. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe and like my video, and let's check out how the gameplay goes. So, against Vidandrik, and finally we are on the play. Let's see how it will go. So we have 1, 2, and then we have some card draw, some interactions with Cleric Rook. This is already pretty nice for our defense. So we can protect everything. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. A card that I shortly introduced in this game. I was talking about Forsworn Paladin. Really cool card. Really nice. I'm happy if he trades for it, because this card has so much value written on it. If you don't remember, I have it in my previous video. You can check it out in my mono blacklist. And he has basically menace, and you can create treasures with it, or also pump other creatures by 2, +2/+0. So really cool card. I'm really excited to see it. Definitely something that people should play more and try more. Okay, opponent stays back without anything, and this is dangerous because now I draw cards. I'm not actually drawing this card, I'm literally drawing cards. Maybe opponent plays my deck. It will be cool. I mean, I have only like around 30 views on my videos, but this will be really cool if I will play against this mono blacklist. Now we draw a card. Okay, create a treasure token. This is not a bad draw. I will keep it, because maybe opponent likes to mid-hook us if he plays this deck, but I'm thinking he does. Or something similar, maybe. I'm definitely excited what he's gonna do. Do you think he plays Eaten Alive? I never saw somebody playing Eaten Alive, ever. Ever in my life. It will be so cool. Vidandrik. Vidandrik, I don't remember you from my subscribers, but maybe you're one who is not subscribed, so if you watch it, Vidandrik, please subscribe. Support my channel, support me, help me out in this magic world of a lot of small content creators. I don't play merchant, definitely not. You need to double spell that he turns into... No, he doesn't want to double spell, okay. Then we are gonna attack first, see what we draw. If we need to play this as a tap land, or I can play it out. We play you as a tap land, because I like Jwari Disruption. I think also really cool card, a really underplayed card. Should have definitely see much more play. And maybe we draw our combo here. Maybe we draw our combo with Vanquish the Horde. If we have our Linvala, the angel, the treachery angel that can make everything indestructible. Then you make indestructible, then you pay Vanish, and then it's one-sided board wipe. But okay. This is okay. Next turn, if we draw an untap land, we can play Valkyrie even maybe. 1 damage is okay. Not mad about it. But he's keeping something. He's keeping something up with his 6 mana already. Meat hook. For 1. Meat hook for 1. If I counter it, he needs to play 2, right? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So maybe somebody has a similar list with merchant in it. I'm happy if he needs to spend his treasures. Slows him down a little bit. Okay, I can play an untap land, and I can play our Valky. Our Valky. Not worried about my life total. I'm pretty good in gaining life. And see what we draw next. More than 5 mana we usually don't need with this deck. 5 mana is our angels. The winning angels, the one that we need. The rest is pretty okay. Definitely excited how the angels will do. Next turn we can even play Angel of Destiny, gain a lot of life, like a lot of life. Okay, opponent does nothing, literally nothing, right? What is in your hand? Like, what is in your hand? And is our hexproof creature does something to us? I mean, against meal deck, obviously, you know, it gives us hexproof, so the opponent cannot target us. No, I have only 1 left. I can play maybe Teferi? Teferi, you wanna come in, or do I play you? No, I think I play Teferi, right? Let me play my Teferi. And Teferi is gonna draw me some cards. Draw me some cards, bro. Let me see. Here maybe, Enduring Angel, huh? You have hexproof, but I don't know, does it matter here? Don't really think so, right? But it can definitely speed up everything. And we can easily cast it. Like, easily. And this is what I meant, that 3 mana cost for white is usually never a problem. I didn't have a issue to ever like get my mana straight. We have enough double lands, we have enough other things, so yeah, it's okay. Pretty nice. The art here is terrible though. I don't know who drew it. Irina Nordsol? Irina Nordsol. Please don't make this art, huh? This is terrible. What is this face? What should it be? Like a statue? Not even sure. But anyway, next turn, should we play the angel? I think so, right? Next turn we play the angel. So, for now, do I attack? I think I do, right? Or do I play the angel? No, I can attack. Or do I play an angel? Because if I attack now without tapping this spider, it's a difficult decision. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little bit of time. Let's play you first. Flying double strike. We gain 3 life, so we are 21. With the Teferi we get maybe a little bit more. Submit 0. Submit 0. Untap the blue source. Then we play our blue source, and then we pass. Nope. Then we pass. What can our opponent do? He can throw everything at the Teferi. Then I get to kill something, and it's okay. He can war. Are you the kill combo guy? Are you the kill combo guy? T-Bolt. Oh, nice. Jwari comes into play. This is painful. Jwari countering a 7 mana spell is really painful. This is why I love this card. It's just such an annoyingness, such a... Oh, you have blood on the snow. You have blood on the snow. I mean, I cannot save Teferi anyway, but I'm gonna kill him. Gonna kill the merchant boy. Merchant boy. Warlock class makes some damage. The thing is, now that I know that he has blood on the snow, I really need to consider what and how I'm playing, right? I cannot win this turn. Let me read it again. It's long time since I have played it. Whenever a creature you control is gone, at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 more life, each player, Angel of Destiny, attack this turn, lose the game. So he needs to attack to actually go through, right? So then, let's go face, I would say. Let's go face and do nothing. Because if he wipes now, it's okay. It's understandable. It's reasonable. But if he don't, then it looks really bad for him. Because right now, the thing is... Yeah, here he goes. Okay. Destroy your creature, sure. I cannot protect with Sejiri Shelter, and just in case somebody wondering. Sejiri Shelter gives a protection against a color, but the color doesn't target a creature that I'm having. It's okay, take it. Take my Angel of Destiny, return it. We will Every creature anyway. Dun dun dun. Sure.
Do what I demand.
Demand. What do you demand? Love. Okay. We're gonna jupe everything. Right? Right. We're gonna get the angel back. Lose some life. Play some stuff and then keep the hand. Don't wanna play the land, just that opponent doesn't really know what I'm doing. But we have so many top decks that we can play. Okay, Warlock class. You think he got it? Maybe he does, right? Good possible. But looks interesting, definitely. Oh, another Loth in the graveyard, another Ghast. Maybe he found another Blood on the Snow. Another Witch. This is some sort of similar deck to mine, right? Just I don't play the Warlock class and I don't play Blood on the Snow in the main deck. And he has a lot of Valkies. And if you remember, this is what I told you. There is a lot of draw for Valky. I don't know why the game loves Valky so much. But he has a lot of Valkys. Not helpful, but sure, let's keep him. Not really helpful. I have only 3 of them. Interesting that I draw 2 of them. In my first... how many draws? 9 draws? We have here... no, it's more. It's 11 draws. 11 draws, 2 of them. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. The rate is okay. But I hope to draw a little bit more, huh? No attacks. So, how are we gonna attack? Vidandrik. It's an interesting game. I enjoy it. I like it. I like this sort of non-typical meta games that are a little bit maybe slower side, a little bit maybe more stale. Valky becomes my angel. So you wanna heal me? Heal me. Heal me. Heal my little Bombi. It's okay. You lose, I lose some, I gain some. It's even. It's also even. But I will kill... should I kill one of the spiders? No, right? But I can kill that witch. Let's kill the witch. Boom. I don't want you to die. Against black. It's okay, we gain life. Both of us gain life. Tum tum tum. I don't know if the angel is such a great deal for him, but it's definitely annoying me, right? Otherwise, if I will play the angel myself, I think he has another Blood on the Snow in his hand. He will wipe it. So it's okay. This many card selection that he currently has. Okay, the land is not helpful at all. We will play you. No attacks. I don't want the Loath Growth and his Sacred. Otherwise, he can just get another one, right? He has another one in the graveyard. But let me just draw something cool, something non-landish, non-pathways. This will be really, really cool. No, I'm not gonna block. Literally any damage you do to me is life for me, and as long as you are not more than 35, then I'm fine with it. You have the combo? He has the combo. It will be amazing if he will kill me with the combo. I will not even be mad. Who doesn't know the combo? I can make a video about it. There is a combo with Warlock class and what is his name?
What I demand.
This demon for 2, but you can... How did he kill me? What? Wait, what? What? At the beginning of your opponent, you got life that lost his turn. Ah, you cheeky motherfucker, huh? You cheeky motherfucker. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. It was 4 here and 4 here, 8. Huh? Wasn't I somewhere at the 14? Okay, whatever. Let's try another one. So, against Kazan. Kazan. Opponent goes first again. We have terrible. This looks much better. Vanishing, you can go. I mean, we had the combo already in the hand with Linvala. But still. Red. Oh, white. You're a dragon deck, right? Blue. Okay. You are a dragon deck. I'm sorry. Blue. What are those good? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot if I play against non-meta decks. Nothing with mono green, mono white, and nothing with Easyt. Maybe it is Easyt, right? It's red and blue, and he has literation. So it could be easy, but definitely a different take on it. Definitely a different take. Okay. Egg. And we play you. And we keep. He has another alliteration? No. What can he play for 3 mana? Another alliteration will be not as effective as it was before. So, next turn we can start bringing our Legion Angels. Opponent is definitely sitting on some removal. And it's okay. C'est la vie, that's what they always say. Another egg, sure. And just 1 open mana. Okay. Then we play you. And should we start pooping the angels? I mean, he has Dragonfire, right? And somehow we need to get the Dragonfire out. And what is the better way than a Legion Angel? You get another angel, no attacks. Another alliteration. He's looking for something. A Goldspan Dragon. Could be already in his hand. Should be already in his hand. That's okay. If he foretells something, will be a problem. Otherwise, he will have 2 mana. 2 mana open. I can play Linvala and keep the Jwari Disruption for the dragon, right? He foretells something. Good possible that this is saw it coming. When he plays the dragon, he can saw it coming me. So we will play you as a white source. and you as a protection. And then we're gonna go in, just so he think, ah, such an idiot, I can play Goldsome Dragon, go in for 4 and create a treasure token. But then we were, Jwari. Jwari. This is why I like this card, because it's Jwari. So bring your dragon. You should definitely have it, right? Jwari. Jwari. Here he goes. How predictable was that, guys? How predictable was that? Jwari. What do we play now? This no. This no. Right? What do we play? We play you. We gain some life. We play you. And then we make some damage. And in case you're wondering, Linvala holds a priority, so maybe opponent thinks that she is the reason why I'm stopping all the time. And mainly it is, of course, but also, of course, we have another Jwari in the hand. Now he wants to interact with Linvala? Sure. Sure, I'm fine with it. You can interact with her. Elite Spellbinder, sure. If he plays Elite now, it means he has nothing to play more. He take my Angel of Destiny. We pass. We pass again. How good is this? It's okay, right? And I mean, he will play around Jwari. Should we fake it? Fake it until we make it? Yeah, I will play the Jwari, because he will play otherwise around it anyway. And he has 2 mana open. So I will just give a counter here. And then just go with both of these bad boys in. And we will fake it until we make it. He blocks the most damage, obviously. And the turn, literally just faking it. But Linvala will hold priority anyways. Oh, he's scared. He's scared, but... Yeah, I told you, fake it until you make it. Cool games. Yeah, guys, I think this is so far for our Angels of Innistrad. Really interesting deck, really cool. Maybe not the most competitive, but you will win some, you will lose some. I think we are. I will check afterwards what the win rate are, but we are around 50%, maybe a little bit higher. And maybe with some tweaking, maybe I can give you there some ideas for different type of angel archetypes. So there is some synergy with life gain, some synergy with destruction, some synergy with interaction. So really cool deck. In general, I found a little bit more, how you say it, more enjoyable than the Orzhov deck. The Orzhov deck is definitely like a tier 2 deck in the meta, where you can aim for your high win rates with this deck. This deck is more like, yeah, I will win some, yeah, I will lose some, but at the end I will have fun. And this is what I think Magic should be about. Having fun in this game is really important. Keep your motivation high, keep your fun high, and if you stop having fun, just do something else, right? So this is a really important note. I think as long as you're having fun in a video game, doesn't matter if it's Magic or something else, it's always good. As soon as the game starts becoming more tilting or more annoying, just stop playing it or play it the way that you enjoy it. This is my advice of the day. Otherwise, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button. I appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.